All right, kindergarten, let's get started. Do you want to build a snowman? We're going to scroll down and click the blue Open to Attach and Submit button. And then you're going to click on your file. It will have your first and last name and the word snowman. This activity is a way for us to review what we've been working on for the past few weeks. We're going to type our first and last names correctly, and we're going to practice our click and drag skills. All right, we're going to start with our name. So I'm going to click in this title box. And remember, if you can't spell your last name, it is in the upper left corner for you. It's automatically attached as part of your project, so you can copy it from there. I'm going to hold Shift and press the first letter. Then I let go, type the rest of my first name, put one space, hold Shift, type the first letter of my last name, let go, and then type the rest. And thank you, Lowry and family, for allowing me to use your account as my example. Okay, the next step is you're going to put on a face, something for the belly, and a hat for the head. All of those objects have been sized correctly for you already. You simply need to click and drag to put them on. If you're click and dragging with the mouse, remember to hold down that left button. If you're using the touchpad, I would use your left finger to hold it down in the bottom corner and your right pointer finger to drag it into place. We worked on that last week. So you can pick any one of these 6 faces. I think I'm going to go with this one. So I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to click and drag. If you don't like exactly where it landed, you can always use the arrow keys to adjust like we learned last time. Okay, now I think I'm going to give him a scarf. So I'm going to drag that on. Remember, you need a face, something for the belly, and something for the head. I'm going to nudge that down just a bit. There we go. And let's give him a top hat like Frosty. Okay, I'm going to use my arrow keys to nudge it over and nudge it down so it's not covering the name. Okay, so that's covering the eyes a little bit, so I'm going to nudge that down just slightly. There we go. All right, and for the last part, I want you to put one of these 4 things into your snowman's hand. Now, for me to be able to fit your 4 choices on, I had to make them small. So let's say that I want to put this shovel on. Look how silly that looks. It's so tiny. It looks like a sandbox toy shovel, not a snow shovel. So after you put it on, you need to resize it. Please resize your image by using a corner. A corner is where 2 sides meet together. So I could use this corner or this corner. Do you see how when I put it on the corner, it changes to 2 arrows? All right, 4 arrows means moving, and 2 arrows means sizing. So I'm going to bring that bigger, and then I'm going to move it into place. Now it doesn't look so silly. Let me undo that with my Control Z so I can show you it again with a different example. This broom I wanted to show you, to get it to look right on the picture, I had to rotate it, but you can still use the corners where the 2 sides meet. So I'm going to click and drag to make it bigger, and then I'm going to move it into place. There we go. So you want to look over your project to make sure it looks good. You should have a correctly typed first and last name, something on the head, a face, something on the belly, and something in the hand. Once you have completed that, remember it is automatically saved, so you may close out of your Work tab. That puts you right back into Canvas where you can see the blue Submit button. Let's say that on accident you had closed out of that. No big deal. You can always reopen it with the blue button, and then you will see the blue button to submit it. It will ask if you're sure you want to submit. You do, so go ahead and press Submit. It takes a moment, and then you get the green check mark that shows that your work has been sent to me. Enjoy designing your snowman!